Hello, my Kickstarter friends. Wanted to just start posting some updates. We have about just a little over a week left to go, and a sizable chunk left. So I'm really excited to see how everyone's going to respond to this next week or so. Real quick, I did have some questions. So I wanted to respond to them. Beginning some messages on what's the difference between the Backer Party and the live training event, because they're both taking place here October 21st. Here in San Diego. So the Backer event, party celebration, Partay, is really just that. If you've backed it, I think it's at the $10 level, something like that. If you've backed the event or backed this project, you will get a ticket to this. It's just a party to celebrate, the success of the Kickstarter. And so we have these really neat friends, really great entrepreneurs that I've gotten to know. A husband and wife team behind this great microbrewery called Chuck Alec. It is a phenomenal take on kind of old school flavors. They're not into a lot of the latest kind of the trend stuff that you see. A lot of craft breweries are kind of doing about 90% of the same thing, and so they're kind of doing a throwback to some really old, established flavors that just not a lot of folks are reimagining very well. So again, they're called Chuck Alec Brewery, and they have this cool little place. It's a it embodies the spirit of Get Ahead by Giving Back. It's a kind of collaborative between that and this communal kind of beer garden area that they created, as well as like this cool taco shop. Actually, I think it's I don't think it's a taco shop. It might be a tostada kind of bar place. Anyways, it's really great. It's gonna be a great place for us to just, against like-minded people, to get together and celebrate the success of Kickstarter. The live training event is something totally different. That is a 3-day, for lack of a better term, like a business conference, but it's not like a, crazy kind of business conference. It is the training event that I've never gotten to do. I do these training events for small business owners all across the country, and they're paid for by grants through these huge nonprofits. And so there's certain things I have to cover in those, and there's certain things that I'm not allowed to share because they're kind of not the conventional wisdom. And so, these grants want kind of boilerplate, traditional foundational business stuff, which I'm happy to do, and I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 years now, and do that probably about 6 or 7 times a year. But the Get Ahead by Giving Back training event, specifically, my business philosophy and my strategies and my tools that are a little, unconventional as far as these grant agencies are concerned. They're not that familiar. Obviously, they're not business owners and whatnot, and they want more by the textbook kind of stuff. But so the 3-day training event is, if I were to only do my stuff, stuff that's coming in the book, this is the 3-day training event. And so, some of it is stuff that, you could learn in the book, but there are some things live, just because of the energy and the setup with a room full of people. And there's some things that I can only actually show in person that are really, really difficult to describe or show or train in a book format. As great as the book is, there's a limitation to what you can do in a book versus a live training event. And you can't really, I don't know how you would kind of rate an experience where you're in a room of like-minded people with super great hearts and really smart entrepreneurs, all our kinds of people in this dynamic event and experience where over 3 days, from Friday morning all the way till Sunday afternoon, we will, and there's some VIP stuff in there that you can see on the Kickstarter backing thing, but it's a 3-day training event where I'm going to put you through your paces of the Get Ahead by Giving Back philosophy. We have time to answer questions. I will be around the whole time, and so we can talk about all kinds of great things. And again, I think one of the really cool things is to gather people like us all in one place and to see what comes from that. I mean, that can't be anything but good things for the world. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense between the Backer Celebration Partay and the 3-day Get Ahead by Giving Back Strategic Business Training Conference. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and post that, and I'll go ahead and answer them. Thanks.